What is going on, guys? Broken Machine here. Hope you guys are all doing good today. In this video, I'm bringing you guys a guide to the mental game. By the end of this video, I hope to have provided you with the necessary tools to gain a mental edge over your opponents. If you've ever watched my videos or streams, you've probably noticed that I'm fairly calm most of the time, rarely ever rage. I do now and then, but I don't really rage quit, and I'm pretty much able to commentate and talk strategy pretty much all the way throughout each game while I'm playing. Oh, and I can do this all in front of hundreds of people, sometimes even over 1,000, live on stream as well. Now, I'm not against letting your emotions out or using them to fuel you in some way to make better plays and improve at the game, but if they're weakening your mental game, you need to take a sit back and rethink your strategies. From my personal experience, staying calm enables me to much more easily focus on playing well and doing my best, counter my opponents, and most importantly, win games. So that's what we're mainly going to be focusing on today. So how do you stay calm? Well, you got to be willing to practice it. If you're not willing to, you may as well close this video right now. So firstly, 1. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe. I'm sure we've all been there, our breathing seems to just disappear a little bit, so don't forget to breathe, just a little bit more than usual. 2. Don't get angry. It's a waste of your time and resources. If anger pops up, let it be and be willing to let it go. This can be difficult, of course, in game or real life. Just give it a go. In the case of Battlefield, try to forget the frustrating moments and leave them behind when you next respawn or join another game. Rinse and repeat every spawn, every game, until it just becomes part of your gameplay. Number 3, if you can't control things, don't worry about them. We all get frustrated by bad teammates. It's good to vent a little here and there, but try and focus on doing your best. By staying calm and focusing on the end result, trying to play your best and keeping focus, hopefully you may find a way to turn the game around. Staying calm and losing anyway will surely feel better than losing and getting all frustrated. Also remember, you're in public games. If your team loses, it's not a big deal. Just try your best. Next, you may need a change of attitude. You know that guy in the corner you keep calling a camping whatever, that sniper you called a hacker, a lagger, a teabagger, a cheeky bugger, whatever it is. Yeah, you might want to ditch those kind of insults. I don't think they're really that healthy. Yeah, I get it, these people can be kind of annoying, but if you constantly blaming the game over and over and over again, it's not too good on your mental game. It's going to affect it in some way or another. So my advice is try and just forget about it. Just get over it. If you're constantly getting killed by people in a corner over and over, you probably need to get a little better at the game. To help with that, actually, check out my guide on positioning fundamentals. I'll link it in the description. It's a great guide on positioning, essential viewing in my opinion. You may also need to change your mindset. Ask yourself, do you have a fixed or growth mindset? If you're constantly saying, I'm not good at this, I give up, plan A didn't work, then you have a fixed mindset. Someone with a growth mindset is thinking, I'm not good now, how can I get better? I'm not giving up, let's keep going. Plan A didn't work, let's try plan B. Good players are constantly trying to think of all the plans from A to Z, outside of the box, inside of the box. You should be trying that too. But hey, that's another video for another time. Now, those with a fixed mindset are likely to get more frustrated, perform worse at the game, and not improve in the long run. So try and work on developing a growth mindset. Trust me, you'll definitely see the gains. Now, my aim is pretty good, strategy and tactics as well. I can switch up my playstyle on the fly to try and win gunfights and games, and that comes pretty easy to me. It's quite natural at this point, but it was never always that way. Straight from the start, I took on a growth mindset and never looked back. Every day, I'm always looking to improve, find a new way to play, a mental edge, a new position, a new strategy, whatever it is, always looking for that little bit that's going to give me the advantage. So from personal experience, a growth mindset is definitely something you want to have. To expand on that, allow yourself to suck. You'll get better this way. I can't stress this enough. By allowing yourself to fail, you leave yourself vulnerable. I know so well how easy it is to fall into that trap of safe ways to play, the things you know, the guns you like to use, maybe that Hellregal you have 100 service stars with. I know how easy it is, but by doing those same plays, strategies, whatever it is, with the same same weapons over and over, you are never really truly experiencing what the game has to offer and what you can get out of it. By experimenting with new ways to play, new weapons, strategy, tactics, whatever it is, you learn firsthand what works and what doesn't. So get hands on. This is where you really learn what the game is all about, where your strengths and weaknesses may lie as well, and where you may need to just polish up a little bit. Maybe you're pretty good here and there, but you just need to, give things a little tweak here and there. And that brings me to my next point. Don't just watch this guide once. Go off and play the game, pause it, download it, add it to your bookmarks, whatever. You won't take everything in all at once, and you won't in-game either. Always remember that. Come back and you'll see and hear new things, new ideas, things you kind of understood the first time but didn't quite fully grasp. Next, you have to practice. Don't just watch these guides. You gotta copy them, you gotta implement them into your own gameplay. Practice, practice, practice. Don't just, listen to someone and go, okay, I've got it. Question yourself, do you actually have it? If you can't replicate what I'm talking about today and put it into your own gameplay, you haven't got it yet. Get to work. To help you practice and improve your mental game, I've got some short tasks for you. 1. Practice a new strategy, tactic, or approach to the game. Keep it simple. If you play rather defensive, try being more aggressive. 2. Use a weapon you hardly ever use and allow yourself to suck with it. Work out what works with it and what doesn't. Allow yourself to fail as much as possible. You gotta find these fails, because that is where you really see what the game is all about. Number 3, while you're doing these things, don't focus on the end results. Focus on the game in the present. Keep that focus going and try to stay calm. Now these are basic tasks, but easy to do. Do them and try your best to stay calm and focused. Don't let the fails get to you. Embrace them. Use them to learn and grow. Also, praise your good plays. Sometimes, us gamers sat in our rooms or wherever, often on our own, kinda quiet, not always talking to people. Don't be that person. Always be trying to praise the good plays you make. Even if it's just up there in your head, you don't have to say it out loud. Just praise yourself. Just be like, that's nice, I did well there, awesome. And take mental notes of the mistakes you did make and try to learn from them. If you don't quite understand why you died, why you got spotted, whatever it may be, try your best to figure it out. Don't get frustrated. Just be like, okay, I'm going to look at this a different way. I'm going to try and figure it out. Let's not get frustrated. Let's try and figure out the puzzle. What's really going on here? What mistakes did I really make? Is there something that I don't really understand, or maybe I'm just not aware of it? Because there's so much in the game, and I'm sure you've seen it in my guides, that you may just not be aware of. Whereas players like me who have played FPS games for a long time, it just comes natural. Allow yourself to be open to those things that you might not know about, or maybe you do kind of know about, but you're not fully aware of. Because there's loads of players out there who are obviously skilled. It's just they don't fully understand how to play in certain ways all the time. They just kind of grasp it a little bit. They kind of get the ideas on the surface. Next, you've got a lot of information in front of you, and it can often be rather overwhelming trying to figure out what's ahead of you and keep track of everything that is going on. So my advice is, you need to simplify what's in front of you. Remember, you don't need an essay about what's going on in front of you. Try to summarize. This is a building. There's an entrance here. Enemy might be in this window. Whatever it is. Don't give me all the details. I don't need to know what the building's made out of. I don't need to know how many bricks are there. Whatever it is, just summarize. Summarize, summarize, summarize. Cannot stress that enough. Sometimes we get carried away with trying to focus on all the details, and there's lots of information that we don't really need. Does it really matter if the building is made out of bricks or wood or whatever? No, it doesn't really make much of a difference. It's a building. There's one entrance. The enemy's gonna either go in there or come out of there. Think about it like that. Less things to focus on allows for a much clearer mind. A clearer mind allows you to be more calm. Honestly, summarizing areas quickly and where the enemies are is a massive part in how I succeed in my own gameplay. I mean, just watch what I do. Take notes. If you can't see the summarizing, watch it again. It's right there in front of you. Honestly, if you can't see what I'm talking about, you need to go back 10 seconds or so and listen to what I said again and again until you do. Once you see it in the gameplay, that's it. You've got it. Next, focus on winning smaller battles. The goal at the end is to win the game, but if you can't win each battle, each flag capture, each MCOM takedown, whatever it is, you're not taking the map at the end. Also, make sure you're warming up as much as possible. For me, I pretty much just jump straight into a game. I like to test my raw skills and see where I'm at. For a beginner though, Team Deathmatch or War Pigeons is perfect for a warm-up. A warm-up gives confidence, and confidence allows for calm play. So get confident, get warmed up, get in there. Note, I just said raw skill there. I once heard someone say, the more you have to think, the less skilled you are. I think that's pretty true these days. You see, now there are many things I really don't think about anymore, particularly gun control, recoil, map knowledge, that kind of thing. It's mostly mechanical these days. Of course, I need to assess my opponents and map control to help decide what kind of plays I may want to make, but again, a lot of this is purely mechanical these days. Getting your aim, map knowledge, movements, whatever it may be, up to that mechanical level is of course down to you. There isn't much I can really help with that, but my advice is to just, keep doing it until you just get it. It's kind of like riding a bike, the first time you jump on, you're gonna fall off. If you don't understand balance, you're just gonna fall straight off, and you've got to figure out how to go forward and not fall off and turn and everything. You learn by doing it. You just got to jump on the bike and just go for it. If you fail, fall off, whatever, you'll be fine. You can get back up and you can do it again. So in terms of gameplay, you just got to get on that bike and just do it. Just try and get to the point where it's just mechanical and you're just not thinking about it. More mechanical plays means less things to think about. A mind with less to worry about is a calm and focused one indeed. So try and work on your mechanical skills. It's not that difficult, you just gotta rinse and repeat, practice, and some more practice as well. Another thing I find that really helps me is to just not care so much. I don't mean not care about the outcomes, just don't focus so much on the losses. Just be like, whatever, deal with it, just accept it. And remember, you have control. Outside of gaming, I deal with a little bit of anxiety here and there. What helps me, not only in real life, but in game, is to remember that you have control of your actions and how you react to things. Recognizing the control you have is key to staying calm and focused. It may not be anxiety for you, maybe it's anger, rage, getting frustrated, not improving, whatever. Just remember, you have control. Try and take it back. Also, take note of what triggers you. People sat in corners used to be one for me. So going forward, I would try to anticipate these moments that would trigger any kind of rage, anger, or whatever well before they happen. And this resulted in them having a lesser impact on my mental performance. So I'd be able to play more calm and stay more focused. This might be a strategy that works for you too. Give it a go and let me know. Also, try to stay positive. It is just a game at the end of the day. It's just public lovage, you're not really losing anything. There's no trophy, there's no money prize that you're missing out on. Just enjoy the game for what it is. Also, in some of my commentaries, you'll often hear me praising nice plays by my opponents. Doing so, I find it actually lessens the impact it has on my attitude and gameplay. Often, if I praise somebody who's made the nice play, I'll see more easily how they did that or what they're trying to do. If you stay calm and be positive about it, I think you're more open to what the game actually is in front of you, whereas you're kind of frustrated and it will kind of narrow your focus on the game, I guess. I'm sure you guys have experienced that, where you're so angry and you seem to just not focus on things, and you just seem to rush about and not play so well. So do praise other people. You don't have to shout out and be like, doing a commentary like I am. Just in your head, just be like, oh, nice play, I like that. What can I learn about it? And that is all for today. Hopefully I haven't waffled on for too long. I hope these tips do help to stay calm and focused. The key is really not letting emotions get in the way, recognizing your triggers, strengths, weaknesses, and working towards goals. I hope all that helped. Drop a like if it did. Thank you for checking out the channel today. Very much appreciated. Hope to see you guys tomorrow. Take it easy, and I'll catch you later. See you soon.